We were brought up on your TV. We were brought up watching Gunsmoke, Have Gun Will Travel, FBI, Combat. This guy you were looking to for, entertainment or whatever you want to call it, was killing all through the show. Every show we ever watched was all killing. All those old-time gangster movies where, it was all exciting. They were in the cars with the low hats on and they were cruising and they were shooting out the windows, or, it was all exciting. And we are what you made us.
Let us not forget that in TV we have the greatest instrument for mass persuasion in the history of the world.
How aware are children of the corrosive influences? And they seem to pick up everything like sponges.
Yeah, it's like Play-Doh. Put a piece of Play-Doh on a table and it picks up everything. Kids are Play-Doh. They don't even know what they've picked up.
He's saying that the Hollywood system has principles, morals, or values. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
I've pleased your children. I've pleased your wives. I've pleased you. You sons of bitches.
Nudity for Marilyn Monroe always represented a certain form of freedom. One should credit her with a whole change in attitude in the pop culture related to nudity.
Sexual freedom is something we feel is very important. It's a necessary requisite of the Satanic Church.
They are there to thumb their nose at your values, saying, we don't care if you like us, we don't like you.
It's hard to pinpoint just when a social revolution began. The sexual revolution, many dated in 1961. Beginning then, relations between the sexes changed radically. More people began having sex before marriage. They had sex at a younger age. The divorce rate soared. Men and women could talk about sex openly. There was a new frankness about homosexuality. All of this, it has been said, a social revolution. And it was inevitable that the free love and liberated sex of the counterculture became keystones for the mainstream pop culture.
I wasn't a stranger to permitting my bust to be photographed. I had already done that. Here's the Playboy issue, which shows the movie I was in, Promises, Promises. It showed just about everything that Jane Mansfield had to show.
And make no mistake about it, we will not stop until we have achieved our freedom. Do not stand in our way.
We're happy to be here. We feel that historically we are part of this movement for liberation.
All my life been attracted to younger boys. I love them.
How do I make myself attractive to boys?
We feel a person should be free to indulge in all of the so-called fetishes, all of the so-called admirations that they would so desire.
Insider described how the Hollywood machine marketed his R-rated movie to an audience too young to go see it.
What movies did you see?
American Pie. I saw American Pie.
American Pie 2.
American Pie. American Pie. I'm 15.
14. 15.
13. 12. 12. 13.
Who wants me to touch Amber?
Oh, yeah!
I love lesbians. They're great.
2 girls are lesbians.
The lesbian scene.
That's hilarious.
You got it.
Want to make love to me?
Oh, yes, yes.
Don't stop. Let's do it.
Get on your knees.
There is a gorgeous woman on my bed.
You guys are gonna aren't you?
You have someone like that who's very sexually open, in fact, open.
I'm a horny girl, what can I say?
You like a little freedom or something? You want to dabble? We can all. We can all have sex together.
I am doing what I feel like doing. Well, what do you feel like doing? Orgy! Have an orgy! Orgy!
It never occurred to me that we could have sex with multiple people together, and that it would be okay.
101 freebase tutorial and oral sex workshop.
So what if these women are in porn? They're not hurting anybody.
And they're dangerous because it's, you go into a little dark room and become incredibly vulnerable. And they can completely misshape you.
The young wizard in training who's conjured up an international phenomenon.
For now, Harry Potter has the world under his spell. And from the looks of things, that's not going to change anytime soon.
He's brave and adventurous. And he doesn't care what people tell him to do. Harry's friendly. Harry's not scared of anything. Harry Potter is braver than anyone I've ever met. Harry's amazing.
Of teenage girls in here. You can always tell when the craft has been on TV because we get a big influx of girls looking for supplies.
What about things like witchcraft? Do you think that's an evil thing that people should stay clear of?
No, I don't, not at all.
Reality has definitely affected our culture, and many kids have grown up today not knowing whether it's right or wrong. It's a gray area. They're not sure. It's almost become trendy with the children now. It's really changing a lot. Pedophilia will be the next thing that's introduced, as every great culture that has come before us, the Greeks, the Romans, they've fallen into pedophilia where it's actually normal. Not surprisingly, Harry Hay, who's the founder of the modern gay movement, was a follower of Aleister Crowley. He was also an actor who wanted to utilize the power of Hollywood celebrities in order to unlearn and destroy 2,000 years of Christianity and introduce Crowley's satanic philosophies regarding homosexuality and pedophilia to the unsuspecting public. Mr. Hay's plan has been working brilliantly.
By joining and uniting all of us, we have really gained power. This has been the struggle, and we're winning.
Television, more than any other medium, is leading the gay revolution.
I'm gay.
Erica Kane's daughter is gay.
I'm gay. It means I'm a lesbian.
You don't know how to kiss, do you? So you want me to prove it, lesbo?
Well, the real world, I think, has been, in a way, solely responsible for a generation growing up with more tolerant views around gay characters and gay people in general.
It's kind of like making me open my mind to their world.
So the thing worked for everybody of every sex. She was doing it to turn on both the woman and the man. It was so free. It was so free.
It's hard to understand, if you hadn't lived before that time, what a major impact that freedom of a point of view did to people's brains. You say, wait a minute. Then there are no rules here.
We project the voice of freedom forward beyond ourselves to the youth of today and to the generations of tomorrow.
The church, the state, hormones will decide my fate. The church, the state, hormones will decide my fate.
The day is coming. We're going to like them. We're going to do them. We're going to take our freedom by any means necessary.
I will do whatever I have to do to stay free. If it's a choice between me staying alive and free and somebody else not staying alive, I'm willing to make that choice too.
We're young. We're grand. We're going to rule the world.
I think it should be brought out that we not only condone but we encourage all types of what would be called sexual perversities and deviations, because we feel that in a few short years it will be established that everyone is a sexual deviant, pervert, fetishist.